Good morning, guys. It's Thursday morning, so this is actually a pretty quick video with multiplying fractions. Okay, we've got one thing left after it with dividing fractions, but really multiplying fractions. Okay, so with multiplying fractions, this is fairly straightforward. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna multiply across the numerator and multiply across the denominator. Okay, now before some of you asked, you can look for areas to, you can look for areas to simplify, but for just what we're doing right here, practice of multiplication skills, okay? We're just gonna multiply across numerator and denominator, meaning you don't need to find a common denominator, we just multiply across. So in this instance, we're gonna go 1 times 2 is 2, 2 times 3 is 6, 2 6 is the same as, well, think about it, right? How many times is 2 going to go into 6? 3 times, okay? 1/3, all right? So we simplify that down. Let's do this one, okay? So we've got 2 times 4 is 8, and then we've got 3 times 5 is 15, okay? Can we simplify 8 times 15? 15, so it's going to be divisible by 5, but 5 doesn't go into 8, so it's going to be there in its simplest form. So we have 8/15. And then what do we have here? We've got 4 times 3, which is 12, and then we've got 7 times 4, which is 28. Okay, we can simplify this. Both of them are divisible by 2, so that's going to give us, so 12/28, so by 2, that's going to give us 6 and 14ths. And we can even go further, okay? So if we went by 2, we could go 3/7. Okay? So we simplify this down into our most reduced form, okay? That's really it for multiplying fractions. Let's look at this. We're going to multiply mixed numbers. So the big thing with mixed numbers is you need to convert to an improper fraction. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and convert that to an improper fraction. So let's see, so we've got 6, 1 and 5/6. 1 and 5/6, there we go. So we're going to go 6 times 1 is 6, plus 5 is 11, okay? So we've got 11/6 times 2 times 4 is 8, and then 9 seconds. Okay? So what do we have here? We actually can do something here. We have, if we look to simplify this right here, we can go across, we can go up and down. As long as we find, whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other, we can simplify this right here. So 9, we can, it's divisible by 3. And then also 6, which would be 2. So we simplify this down to 11 seconds times 3 seconds, okay? So we're going to multiply across now. So we're going to have 33 over 4. 11 times 3 is 33. 2 times 2 is 4. Now we can even reduce this more. How many times does 4 go into 32? Quick. Do the multiplication. Well, I know that 4 times 8 is 32 with 1 remaining, okay? So 4 goes into 33 8 whole times with 1/4 remaining, okay? Take a look at this one, all right? Same thing, let's just convert this into an improper fraction. So 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 would be 5 seconds. And then 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7/3. I'm just gonna multiply it across here because I know 5 times 7 is 35 over 2 times 3 is 6. Now we have to think about how many times does 6 go into 35? Well, what is it? 6 times 5 is 30. So 6 times 6 is 36, so it's going to be 5 times. So 6 goes into 35 5 times, and then 5, 6 remain. because really we're 1/6 away from having 6 go into 36 and it being a whole. Okay, that's it. So just kind of to recap, when we multiply, all we do is we multiply across numerator and denominator, and then we reduce to simplest form. When we multiply mixed numbers, when you see things like this, these questions right here, you're going to convert to an improper fraction. You're going to multiply numerator, denominator, and then you're going to reduce and simplify. So you start with a whole number, 2 terms, and then you're going to end up with 1 term with a mixed number. Okay? I'll post some work today. If you notice the lessons are spacing out a little bit, we're getting, near the end of school here. So we were pretty heavy duty for, a month and a bit there, lessons almost every day, but winding down a little bit, okay? Make sure you stick with it. Also, please make sure that you look for the message sent out from Miss Deweese about graduation. You need to read it, and then you need to communicate that you've read it, okay? So I will be sending a message out this morning about that. Have a great day, guys. Do the work. I will post. You don't have to do all of it because there's quite a bit. So we'll get odds and evens like we normally do, okay? Have a great one, and I'll see you soon.